Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking in search results so that way it generates all the leads that your business needs. I'll show you the search volume and the traffic that these top sites are getting, along with the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business. So for a comparison, what I've done is taken your website as well as a search for remodeling in Katy and then also in Houston and the top listings in each of those. And I put everything into this tool that I use. And it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So you can see just briefly looking at some of these numbers, why these companies are ranking at the top of the page. But let me go through a little bit further detail on what all these numbers mean and how you can improve them. Now, when Google is looking to determine in what order to rank search results, it uses two factors. The first is the authority or trust in your page, which is basically a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then you create a link. And that acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if say the local news station had an article on their website for the top 10 best home remodeling companies in the Houston area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website. That's considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, backlinks can come from a lot of different types of sites, including blogs, editorials, guest posts. One strong and very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number are listed in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These directories are usually always free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So looking at these numbers of different domains or websites that link back to these companies, you can see why Google has created so much trust and authority in them and placed them at the top of the list. But it is something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it also has a lot to do with the quality. So certain websites are more spammy than others and not trustworthy. So we need to find sites that are highly authoritative, but also relative to your service industry. We need to make sure that they have something to do with home remodeling, construction, something like that. So that way it transfers that trust and authority and relevance through the link to your site. Now, the second factor for ranking the page is the content on your page. So as you can see here, over your 10-page website, you're getting picked up for about 11 keywords. So if we take a look again at the competition, you can see over 947 pages, they've obviously got quite a few keywords in there. But also, again, something to note here is it's not just about a matter of quantity here. It is definitely a lot of quality, especially with the latest update from Google. So having more pages on the site gives you the more options and availability to add quality content, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's just a matter of sheer numbers. So to demonstrate that, if we take a look here, just typed in a quick search for remodeling in Houston, just so I can show you that these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search, as well as the volume, the number of times per month. So this is where we do some research both in the area and on some of the competitor sites just to see what the highest volume keywords are relative to the services that you offer in the areas you service and making sure that those are being included and picked up on your page. So for instance, home remodeling in Houston is being searched 600 times a month. Now, if your site was on the first page, those 600 people would be seeing it when they search. We're very conservative here, and Google Analytics estimates that about 10% of total search volume converts into a lead for the business. So you're looking at a potential of 60 new leads coming in. Now, depending on what the conversion rate is, people that actually turn into a customer, and then obviously the scope of the job and the profit margin varies greatly. But you can see just how the sheer volume of leads coming in every month can definitely add to some revenue at the end of the year. And that's only for one keyword phrase. So then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords, making sure that you're getting all that traffic and all those leads coming in. However, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on your site. So if we take a look at it here, the layout is good. We've got all the services and the tabs at the top that customers can easily click on. It is mobile optimized, which means it's one click to call, which is great. What I would suggest, though, is we just need to add some content itself to the page. And the reason I say that is because Google doesn't care what the layout is. It's just going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in the search results. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's also searching for all those keywords. So any of the services that you offer and then the areas you offer them in. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of these keywords for every 150 words of content on the page. So the more services or locations or keywords in general you want to be found for means that the more content that would have to be added to the page. Also, since the latest update, the keyword, in order for it to be qualified, the 150 words of content have to be directly relating to and describing that particular keyword. So if you want to talk about, or if you want to be searched and found for roofing, then you need to have 150 words of content that's contextual to the word roofing and describing it. Same thing with any kind of location or anything like that. It needs to be directly relating to the keyword in order for that to be qualified and picked up by Google. So that if we go back to our search, at the top of the screen, there will always be either ads or what's called Google Guaranteed, which is great if you're looking for immediate leads. However, it does get kind of costly since this is pay-per-click or pay-per-call. Underneath that, this is what we call the map pack. This is another important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're at the top of the page. To be listed in here is free, and then what you need to do in order to optimize your listing to get listed in these top 3 is fill out your Google business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. You want to put as much information in here as you possibly can. So all the services you offer, the area, even your hours of operation. Then you're allowed 750 characters with your business description. You want to completely fill that out and add some keywords in there as well. Then you want to be adding photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting onto your profile on a regular basis because Google really rewards activity in this area. Then you want to collect as many reviews and get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites is going to help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once your site is ranked, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence to generate a lot of business through your website. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or like to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business, maybe specific services or areas you want to try to get some more traction in, and then do some research on our end to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And we always appreciate just getting some feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful for you. So please let me know what you thought. I appreciate your time and look forward to hearing from you.